Hey guys, it's Klaus. Hey, did you know that intro was 33.2 seconds long? That's right, over half a minute of your life gone. You will never get back. Seriously, was it worth it? Let's watch Cap Mick QC in his IS-7. And the IS-7 was buffed a little while back, you know. Right at the patch after that the T110E5 was nerfed, the IS-7 was buffed. It has a fairly impenetrable turret, and I guess Wargaming made a mistake and they gave an American tank an almost impenetrable turret as well. So they nerfed that American tank because that turret was, you know, too impenetrable from the front anyway, and they buffed the IS-7 because it was, you know, having the impenetrable turret wasn't good enough. They had to make it faster so that it can get into positions so that its turret could be impenetrable, get in those positions faster, and they really buffed the gun so that it wouldn't miss very much. And now balance has returned to the game, and I'll tell you guys, you know how many replays you guys send me in IS-7s? You know how many I get great games in IS-7s? And I just chose one, and it's not the greatest, it's not the best, it's not the most amazing, but I get to choose which replays I show because it's my channel and I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I like this guy, Cap Mick QC. We're gonna call you Mickey. And he's just playing his IS-7. And I thought this game kind of illustrated everything pretty clearly. You know, we don't have to watch the 10,000 damage, 14 kill game. We can just watch a regular game in an IS-7. And he's done what a regular guy would do in a heavy tank. He's gone down to the southwest here in the corner where all the enemy heavy tanks will be, and let's see how he does. So he's absorbed a shot with his tracks, and he's going to fight a hull down T-29. Now you notice I'm showing you this game in third person because if I showed you this game how Mickey here plays it, you would all well, anyone who gets seasick would be throwing up by now because this guy zooms in and zooms out, zooms in and zooms out, zooms in and zooms out like 45 times a minute, and it's unwatchable. So I'm going to switch to third person many times here. Right now, this is how I'm showing you how he does it here. And he's taken 2 shots, and he's got rid of the T-29 that was hull down. Although, I mean, he did hit the weak spot, right? Snapped that weak spot pretty good there. And now he's playing it like a boss. He's doing what a heavy tank should do. And look, this is a Russian tank here. Is that a Russian tank? Yeah, it's the STI or the ST1. Now the E75 is showing you what not to do, driving sideways in front of the Russian Tier 9 and continuing to drive sideways in front of the this is the bait and switch. The E75 is baiting and old Mickey here is switching. So he's getting some help from the E70. What the hell is that E75 even doing? Buddy, like, at least point your tank at him. Well, he didn't. But anyways, okay. Yeah, some good shots on the side of the turret. Now watch this. This STI, actually, they're face-hugging each other. The IS-7, the strongest tank in the game, face-hugging. And what happens here? He bounces on the Tier 9. Right? He bounced on the STI. The STI shoots him back. And look at these guys. What are they? And he's penned by the Tier 9 with regular AP ammo through the front. Where the hell did he get penned? I guess the guy just pointed his gun down and shot him right through the hull. Maybe that little triangular piece just below the front of the turret. Where? Yeah, right there. You see that spot? It's in the upper plate on the left side. He just got penned straight through the front by a Tier 9 Russian tank shooting regular ammo. How? Well, so they are not unstoppable. Okay? Not unstoppable. When an IS-7 is fighting a Tier 9 Russian tank, there's a chance he can get hurt, and there's a chance he can bounce shots. But what happens when a Russian tank has to fight a German tank? Or better still, what happens when a Russian tank has to fight multiple German tanks? Let's watch this. He may encounter that situation now because, as you can see, all of his teammates have died in this southwest corner. It's just him now in the IS-7, and he's kind of surrounded. Let's see, who is there that he has to face now? Okay, there's... it's the big super heavy, the German Tier 10, rear-mounted PZ, and a Tiger 2. He's got 2 of them. What is he going to do? And he's got half his HP. Let's see what he does. He can shoot the Tiger. Is he going to shoot the Tiger? Yeah, shoot the Tiger. Bounce the Tiger. He's going to use the Tiger as cover. But you know what? Just forget about this Tiger. Just embarrass him. Just flip him over and worry about him later. Just, bounce the Tier 10 while you just wedge that Tiger onto his side. And now flank the Tier 10. Or no, face hug him? What are you going to do? Forget about the Tiger. The Tiger's no threat. You're almost dead. You just flank this guy because you're faster than him. Don't just shoot his front, right? You've got the speed. You've got the maneuverability. You're in an IS-7. Do you want to just fight him from the front? Why fight him from the front when you can go behind him? Why? Why do that? Well, maybe just kind of load number 2 and shoot right through him because, why flank him when you can just press number 2? Oh, the Tiger shot him! The flip Tiger actually shot him in the ass and bounced. He didn't penetrate him from behind because why not? Hoo-ha! Way to go, Tiger! Hats off to you, buddy. Never give up, but gatoff is what you get for that. That was exciting. Oh, the IS-7, come on. It's been buffed. You had speed. You could have just went around that PZ, I think. You could have, zipped across. That's the power of the IS-7. While you're flanking people, if they shoot you in the side, 50% of the time they're going to bounce anyway. But he played it, and I guess it's the natural tendency of all IS-7 players is face hug, face hug, face hug, face hug, because you're so strong from the front. Unless you're fighting a Russian Tier 9 tank who can pen you. But if you're fighting 2 German ones... Come on, just flip one over and handle the other one. Don't worry about the flip guy shooting you in the ass. He won't penetrate, and just press number 2. And that's basically it. It's the IS-7, right? Press W, move forward, get in people's faces. If you have trouble penning someone, press number 2, and you're good to go. And that's what he's going to do. And he has lost some HP, so it's not like they can't pen him. But, okay, here's one of these Swedish guys that no one can pen unless you have a high-caliber Russian gun. The high-caliber Russian guns have no problem overmatching the Swedish armor that almost everyone else in the game cannot pen from the front. There are some guns, like the E-100 has a high-caliber gun, and there's a few tanks that can. Chinese ones, I guess. Can the Chinese ones? Not sure. But the Russian ones, the high-caliber... That extra 1 or 2 millimeters in caliber means auto pen, overmatch, right? Whereas you got the little American gun that's a couple of millimeters less caliber, auto bounce, because that's a very important statistic in determining the penetration of so on and so forth. Is Russian overmatch power, huh? Victory! IS-7 ace tanker. Why? Not because he did over 6,000 damage. That's usually not enough. He did also 2,000 spotting assist. And look at this. He made credits without a premium account, even though he pressed number 2 to take out the big, German super heavy that's so powerful unless your opponent presses number 2. IS-7. If you don't have one, get one. You go to any clan war battle now and everyone's playing an IS-7 because, why not? Why wouldn't you? Why would you play anything else? You don't see too many T125s out there anymore, I'll tell you that much. You know, well, it's American. It's shit. You know, because balance has returned to the World of Tanks universe. There he is, the king, undisputed.